Hey, how's it going today? Jim Hart here from Hawthorne Law, and I thought it's a beautiful day out, so I thought I would do a quick live video. This is something new. I've never really done this, but today I thought I would start a series where I'm answering a lot of the questions that I've noticed in some of the comments from some of my other videos that I've done. And today's question is, how does a single member LLC differ from, hey Johnny, how does a single member LLC differ from a C corporation? And the difference is really, you need to look at that question a different way. It's really, how does an LLC differ from a corporation? Because a C corporation, when you form a corporation, by default it's going to be a C corporation. When you form an LLC, it's an LLC. They're two completely separate, different things. An LLC is one type of business entity, a C corporation is another. Now, what some people frequently get confused on is what is an S corporation. And an S corporation is actually, it's a different variety of it's actually not a corporation, it's a taxing entity. And what that means is that you can elect S corporation status, and you can be a regular corporation or you can be an LLC, and either way you can choose to elect what's called S-Corp status. And what that means is you're telling the hey, good morning. Oh, I wish I was at Disney today, Rob. It's probably a beautiful day down there. Anyway, if you decide to become an LLC, or if you decide to elect S corporation status, then that's just a different way to do your taxing. So if you're an LLC, you're going to be taxed as basically the taxes for an LLC will flow through to your 1040, the profit from your LLC. You got to watch what I say. A lot of people caught me when I was mentioning taxes, and sometimes I make some mistakes in things that I say, and I'm trying really hard to pay attention because I don't go scripted with these videos. It's important to me to kind of go off the cuff. I don't believe in scripting. But anyway, when you file taxes as an LLC, the LLC actually, it's your business profit and loss that goes on with your 1040. When you're filing taxes as a corporation or a C corporation, you're actually going to file a separate tax return entirely, and the C corporation is going to pay its own taxes. Now, if you're an S corporation, that's what's called a flow-through entity. It's the same as an LLC, but when you've got an S corporation, you also are going to file a separate tax return for the S corporation, and you're going to get what's called a K1 that's going to show what your profit or loss was from the business, and that K1 will flow through to your 1040, and you'll pay all the taxes on your 1040. So the S corporation, when you file the tax return for that, it's called an information return. You're actually not going to pay any taxes at all as part of that return. All the income flows through to 1040, you pay the taxes there. So, to answer the question, what is the difference between an LLC and a C corporation? They're two completely different animals. They are not similar at all. They're different in a lot of respects. There's pluses and minuses to an LLC. There's pluses and minuses to a corporation, and you're going to need to talk to an accountant or a tax attorney if you really want to know what to do in terms of electing those two options. An LLC, for most online businesses, for most people that are running their own little business that's making a little bit of money, you know, an LLC is great. It is a wonderful option and highly recommended. A C corporation, unless you're a foreign national, and I saw the comment, but I don't know how to, let's see if I can pull them up. I don't know if I can pull up your message, Rob. Okay, I'm getting into real estate. I want to create a C-Corp, S-Corporation, for my LLCs, pay myself a reasonable salary from S-Corp, and then take the dividends. I would need to know more. I can't, unfortunately, I cannot, one thing I can't do with these live videos is I cannot give legal advice. There's just too many issues. A lot of people have asked me for legal advice, and I need to make sure it's clear to you. I'm a lawyer. I'm licensed to practice law in North Carolina and Florida. I cannot give advice outside of those two states, and I can't give advice to somebody if they haven't come in and talked to me. If you'd like to schedule a time to talk to me, I have a link. I'll I'll include in the notes below to my Clarity channel, or you can go to clarity.fm and do a search for my name. I book all my my calls through that. So if you have questions, unfortunately, Rob, it is legal. So yeah, and I just can't give legal advice here. This is not like some other, you know, if I was giving tennis lessons here, I might be able to talk about that. But anytime we're talking about these legal intricacies, if you did something and acted on my advice and had a huge mistake, then it could come back and I could get in trouble with the bar, or with ethics, or whatever. So they're two completely separate entities. I saw another question from Johnny. Again, I can't answer legal questions, but let's see. I need help with insurance and forming my LLC in Pennsylvania. 3 businesses. Yeah, where do I start? I would probably start with either an accountant or an attorney in Pennsylvania that might be able to help you, or talk to an insurance agent in Pennsylvania that might be able to help you. Unfortunately, I can't give legal advice in Pennsylvania specifically either, because I'm not licensed there. And I don't know where you're from in Pennsylvania. I used to live in Philadelphia myself, but let's see. So the purpose of today's video was to just talk about the differences between LLCs and C corporations. We got a little bit of a tangent. I think the big thing you need to understand is an LLC is a great entity for a lot of people. Sometimes we use it as a holding entity for asset protection. I've done that with some clients where we have an LLC that is a holding company, and then they have trusts that are members and managing members of that. That's a whole new level of advice and guidance that I really can't give to people without knowing more about their personal situation. So that's it for today. I'll try and do more of these videos because it's kind of fun. Anyway, it's a beautiful day here in North Carolina, so I had to get outside. I couldn't be in the office any longer. Have a great day, folks, and we will talk again soon. Take care.